Dear students, welcome to Study and Learn Academy, and we will continue today the remaining part of the common lecture of chemistry for class 11th and 12th, the mole and the Avogadro constant. Now, the limiting reactant and reacting masses. Limiting reactant. The limiting reactant is the reactant which is not present in excess in a reaction. It is always the first reactant to be used up, which then causes the reaction to stop. In order to determine which reactant is the limiting reagent in a reaction, we have to consider the ratio of each reactant in the balanced equation. Now you can see in example 9.2 gram of sodium is reacted with 8.0 gram of sulfur to produce sodium sulfide NaS. Which reactant is in excess and which is the limiting reactant? So how to calculate? So there are various steps to calculate the limiting reactant and the reactant which is in excess. Step 1, calculate the moles of each reactant. Moles is equal to mass divided by AR. Moles of sodium equal to 9.2 divided by 23. So that is 0.040. Moles of sulfur equal to 8.0 divided by 32. That is equal to 0.25. Now the next step, step 2. Write the balance equation and determine the molar ratio. Twice Na plus S gives Na2S. So the molar ratio is twice to 1. Now the step 3. Compare the moles. So to react completely, 0.40 moles of sodium require 0.20 moles of sulfur, and since there are 0.25 moles of sulfur, then sulfur is in excess. Sodium is therefore the limiting reactant. Now calculating reacting masses. Chemical equation can be used to calculate the moles or masses of reactants and products. Use information from the question to find the amount in moles of the substances being considered. Identify the ratio between the substances using the balanced chemical equation. Apply mole calculations to find answer. Now the example 1. Calculate the mass of magnesium oxide that can be made by completely burning of 6 gram of magnesium in oxygen. So the reaction is magnesium solid plus oxygen gas gives magnesium oxide in the form of solid. Symbol equation, that is twice Mg plus O2 gives twice MgO. Relative formula mass, magnesium 24, magnesium oxide 40. Step 1, calculate the moles of magnesium used in reaction. Moles is equal to mass divided by Mr. Moles 6 6 divided by 24, that means 0.25 moles. Step 2, find the ratio of magnesium to magnesium oxide using the balanced chemical equation. Apply mole calculation to find answer. So you can see in this example, calculate the moles, then you can see find the ratio of magnesium to magnesium oxide. So you can see in this table magnesium and magnesium oxide and how to calculate. The step 3, find the mass of magnesium oxide. Moles of magnesium oxide 0.25. Mass is equal to moles into mR. Mass is equal to 0.25 into 40. That will be 10 gram. Mass of magnesium oxide produced, that is 10 gram. Example 2. Calculate the mass in tons of aluminium that can be produced from 51 tons of aluminum oxide. So aluminum oxide in the form of solid gives aluminum in the form of solid plus oxygen in gas. Symbol equation is twice Al2O3 gives 4Al plus 3O2. Ar and Mr of the aluminum gives 27, oxygen 16, aluminum oxide 102, and 1 ton is equal to 10 to power 6 gram. So step 1, calculate the moles of aluminum oxide used. Mass of aluminum oxide in grams equal to 51 into 10 to power 6, that is 51,000,000 gram. Moles is equal to mass divided by capital AR. Moles is equal to 51,000,000 divided by 102, that will be 500,000. Step 2, find the ratio of aluminum oxide to aluminum using the balanced chemical equation. So you can see in this table how to calculate. Find the mass of aluminum. Moles of aluminum is equal to 1,000,000. Mass in grams is equal to moles into AR. So mass multiplied by mass 1,000,000 multiplied by 27, that will be 27,000,000. Mass in tons, that will be 27,000,000 divided by 10 to power 6, that will be 27 tons. Now using the mole to determine empirical and molecular formulae. Empirical formula gives the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of each element in the compound. Calculated from knowledge of the ratio of masses of each element in the compound. Example, a compound that contains 10 gram of hydrogen and 80 gram of oxygen has an empirical formula of H2O. This can be shown by the following calculations. Amount of hydrogen atoms is equal to mass in grams divided by AR of hydrogen equal to 10 divided by 1, that will be 10 moles. amount of oxygen atoms equal to mass in grams divided by AR of oxygen, that will be 80 divided by 16, 5 moles. So the ratio of moles of hydrogen atoms to moles of oxygen atoms, since equal numbers of moles of atoms contain the same number of atoms, the ratio of hydrogen atoms to oxygen atoms is 2:1. Hence the empirical formula is H2O. Now the molecular formula. Molecular formula gives the exact numbers of atoms of each element present in the formula of the compound. Divide the relative formula mass of the molecular formula by the relative formula mass of empirical formula. Multiply the number of each element present in the empirical formula by this number to find the molecular formula. So relationship between empirical and molecular formula. So you can see in this table what is the relationship between empirical and molecular formula. Example, the empirical formula of X is C4H10S1 and the relative formula mass of X is 180. What is the molecular formula of X? Relative formula mass carbon 12, hydrogen 1 and sulfur 32. Step 1, calculate relative formula mass of empirical formula C into 4 plus H into 10 plus S into 1 equal to 12 into 4 plus 1 into 10 plus 32 into 1, that will be 90. Step 2, divide relative formula mass of X by relative formula's mass of empirical formula, that is 180 divided by 90, that will be 2. Step 3, multiply each number of elements by 2. C4 into 2 plus H10 into 2 plus S1 into 2, that will be C8 plus H20 plus S2. It means molecular formula of X will be C8H20S2. So this is all about the today's lecture. Thank you.